Okay, Brodie, tell us about how your substance abuse started and where it led to.
So it started about like 7th grade, and I started smoking spice, and that was a buddy of mine. Started smoking that with him, and then it turned to pot, but it wasn't like enough. Started messing around with pills and other sorts of other things, just stuff we could find. And then booze got me. That's when it was like, started drinking heavy right off the bat. It was like a half a liter a day. I was about 15 years old. From there, it just kept going and going. About 16, I was drinking a liter to a liter and a half a day. Started about a year later, and that it was at least a 175 a day. And I'm drinking every single day, non-stop, as soon as I wake up to the minute I go to bed. Now I'm hanging out with people that are doing meth. Now I'm hanging out with people that are doing heroin. So I don't do either one of these things. Saw friends die at a young age. Now I'm 28. I got fucking more friends that are dead than I can count on both hands. And that's all just like, yeah, that started from boozing. About 25 hit, and people don't think there's any consequences to booze because, like I said, yeah, I got a lot of dead friends from hard drugs. But like, you don't see a lot of dead people from booze. At least not at a young age. And it's like 25 hit, and I got a call from the doctor that had my liver like enzymes like through the roof. And it was like, I didn't think much of it at the time. A little bit later on, about a year later, I'm back at the doctor. It's like yeah, it's some blood. I'm throwing up blood every once in a while. This shit got worse from there, and the doctor's like, all right, well, the liver's probably the most powerful organ you have. It runs everything. And I'm like, okay. And he's like, it can heal itself if you stop drinking. And the first thing I heard was it heals itself. And like any other dumbasses, just like, yeah, I just kept going. It's like, all right, one day it'll be fine. It was just like, I can stop and it'll heal itself. That one day didn't come. And the next thing I know, I'm chugging tequila at home, thinking like the same thing. It's like every day. It's like, oh yeah, no, one day I can stop and it'll heal up. It'll be all right. Woke up one day and it was just like, I just threw up a bunch of blood. Scared myself. I decided to call Hazelden, Betty Ford, and got into treatment. I got sober. It was like the greatest thing in my life. It was like the best feeling. I hadn't been sober in 10 years. Drinking the 175 a day, doing coke, just doing anything under the sun. I didn't think booze would lead that. I seen people go down that road with like hard drugs, and it was like, oh yeah, no, I just drink heavy, and it's like, I'll be fine. And it all came from just hiding anxiety and pain, not wanting to deal with shit, running from problems. Booze helped suppress that, at least I thought. And then it turned swiftly, and it's just like, yeah, next thing you know, every day I'm waking up putting a gun to my head, hoping that it goes off. Never did, thank God. But yeah, and then went to treatment, got sober, started feeling good again. It was like, I liked life again. And maybe a month and a half later, it's like, I'm not feeling too good. Completely unresponsive for 3 days. I woke up in the ICU and they told me I had about a month left to live. Said my liver was failing, shutting down, and I'm looking up at everybody. My hands are shaking, I'm hooked up to a ton of machines. Yellow as can be, my legs are swollen, I can't walk anymore. And this happened in a month. This is after I stopped drinking. So all those times I thought like, oh, I'll stop and it'll heal itself. It was too gone. My liver was black, purple, and yellow. I got a picture of the old one, it's nasty. So I'm sitting in the hospital, ready to die. Like, I gotta look my mom in the face at 25 and be like, oh yeah, my mom's not gonna be able to watch her son grow up. I'm about to die because I decided to drink every single day to push feelings down. It's like, you can deal with problems. There's therapists out there, and there's nothing wrong with that shit. So it'll save your life, save a lot of people a lot of pain. Never thought that booze would lead me down that. And like, by some miracle stuff, I'm here. I got a liver. Not everybody does. Most people don't. So like, don't go off of that. Don't ever think that that's what's gonna happen, because you'll probably die in there. And I had to accept that. Got down to about 10 days left of sitting in the hospital. And when you guys sit down at 10 days and think like, I'm 25 years old, and this should be like the prime of your life, and you're thinking like, I'm about to die in a week. So yeah, you sit there and you accept it. It's like, I chose these things. You could make that choice at a young age to not go down that road. I wish I didn't.